All right, we are live and hopefully, like, wow, it is very yellow out there. Hopefully, the power doesn't go out, or I don't know, a city says tornado doesn't hit. I was just making fun of Cade with insane weather. Hopefully, nature didn't take it too seriously. Hey, there are a few of those here. That's fine. So, um, well, while we wait for the point to which Kate is introduced over the week, because you guys came to in the hospital at School Island. Things were very crazy for you because digital world is the real world. Who knows? But finally found your way to Lilium's lab. Had things explained to you that you are in fact still in the digital world, and that she is trying to bring back your world, and that in a week there will be a quest to the Village of Beauty to try to take the first step of that with this new program she's developed. During that week, Elise, you tried to talk to your sister some, get some questions answered. Uh, how satisfactory were those answers for you? Do you feel like she was, I don't know, trying to hide anything? Gotcha. Um, Also, you tried to get in touch with Aster, but didn't quite work. Well, you said that you would check out the usual locations where you met people, where you met people in Dream School Island, etc. Um, when you did, they wouldn't be there. However, people would know of them. People would wonder, like, where they were, for the most part. Atlas, not so much, because, Shy Kid avoids people. uh, mhm. You'd actually find the grave of his mother there. But, uh, uh, and afterwards, you would go to your normal card cafes. You'd actually meet with a lot of your old friends who played card games. That's probably nice. Wait. Are you messing with me, Atlas? I am like 90% sure that Atlas is messing with. Someone speak real quick. Oh, properties.
Crumpets and biscuits and tea.
Okay, Atlas, can you hear me and the others talking now? I'm pretty sure you could hear me the entire time, right?
Yeah. Well, we could hear
Well,
you. So far, I hopped into the Twitch and hear stuff.
I haven't hopped on Twitch, but if the others can hear you, Aster, I think you're good.
Yeah, I think I
I
wasn't
think
the issue, but
maybe you didn't label us in the session because like he said that they can hear you but not us.
yeah, but I think you guys can be heard now. Atlas, you can hear everyone else now, right? Pretty sure I fixed it a while ago. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah. So you met with some of your card friends, and they were glad to see you. Good times all around. Did you just hang out with them, or?
Um, Honestly, the card friends, I would be polite, but I'm mainly concerned about the other survivors because these people are living in a fantasy world, it seems, and I'm more concerned about the others. So I would be polite. I'd be cordial. I would refill up on cards if any I lost.
um.
Shuffle, do a few tricks, the typical smoke bomb, and then just tiptoe away.
Yeah.
And then
Gotcha.
and then I would probably, after I've sufficiently investigated the different areas, I would make my way towards Lumi and to spend time with, she is a survivor that we're stuck together basically. So I'm just want to make sure everything's okay.
Gotcha. So, Lumi, after you took care of your business, Val would show up and cling to you like glue.
Like glue.
More like a tether because I don't touch her because she doesn't like that.
6 inches apart rule. I'm just kidding. Anyway, well, I'll probably tell him like what I found out that like our older siblings may have their own Digimon partners and that what else? And for now, like I guess I would tell him like, hey, I still don't trust the Lilium Oath, but our sibling seems to like trust her. So, what do you think?
Well, I think my brother, if he exists, probably got himself killed over something stupid because I haven't seen him. But as for Lillian and such, I make it a habit to not trust everyone on the first initial go. So far, it seemed legit, but it seems like the other survivors definitely existed. And honestly, despite not knowing your actual name for a while, I still trust you more than the others. Once we are able to get some downtime to discuss, I'd like to kind of, learn more about why that happened. But, I know we're kind of busy at the moment, so.
And Gristle, you have chosen to try to take up residence in your old locations at the different colleges and see what you can learn there. Right?
I am gremlining it up, my guy.
Yes, since I know the big thing you want to do there, give me a stealth roll.
You can suck my dick. Okay, where is it? My stealth roll, not the...
But Gristle, the children!
Fuck them kids!
No, you just got banned on Twitch, Aster, sorry.
Oh shit, he is streaming onto... well. It was a good run while it lasted. My bad, you should have thought ahead.
I just got here, I'm already banned on Twitch.
Okay, but where's the character sheet? I had it open and I think I accidentally closed it.
Cade, you can add that to your speedrunning records.
I heard Aster closed it.
I found it. Yeah, fuck Aster. How dare he? He sucks. I'm doing a stealth. I'm a 3d6 plus 8. I feel like I should get more because I'm small.
No,
But you're also crazy.
And that is
you
pretty
say that
decent...
like I have a crazy aura that like just draws in attention.
I mean, Lab thinks you're crazy.
Roll.
Besides, plus 8 is a fairly decent... It's a fairly decent roll, especially for someone like you.
I got a 15. Little guy. I'm just scuttling around on the floor. Also, these are just colleges, and I'm just, stealing knowledge and snacks underneath the vending machines and quarters and nickels.
Okay.
Sorry, they swapped to tap to pay. There's no more quarters.
Gristle,
That's okay. I actually have a skimmer, so I'm actually just stealing everyone's credit card information.
So
walk past me, it goes beep beep. You hear Tamagotchi noises of money noises.
You are removed from 4 of the college campuses when you try to steal most of their chemicals. However, one of them doesn't catch you.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's enough for at least one bioterrorism.
We'll decide what you get from them later. So a week passes, and you guys are informed to return to Lilium's office to discuss what it is you will be doing.
Aw, damn.
Oh.
Ah, damn.
Oh, damn.
So I assume everyone makes their way to her office.
Yeah.
Making our way downtown, walking fast.
So as you arrive, there is an extra body.
No.
There is an extra body in the room.
Ooh, is the body alive?
Is it even alive?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who is the
he just said body.
I don't know.
Are they warm, cold?
Cade, are you alive, dead, possibly on the inside?
I'm poking him with a stick.
Cade is very much alive and very concerned about the prospect of being poked with a stick.
Gristle will disarm their stick.
You will disarm the stick?
Yes.
Alright, the stick no longer has a gun. So Lilium will be...
Val would slowly put his deck of cards away when he's about to throw them.
Lilium will silently be watching all of you as you very, very politely attack Cade. Like with the stick, about to throw some cards at him.
Maybe you should have thought about that before being, not known. Shrug.
And Lilium will continue. I see you 4 have arrived. I'll be sending...
You sound so disappointed.
Just a little. But... I've completed the formula, so you can take this to the Village of Beauty, and if you stick it into their ley line, we should be able to restore a portion of our world.
That it?
So, who's this person?
She'll look to Cade, and
Cade looks at the floor and weighs his options here.
She'll gesture with her hand, giving him the opportunity to speak, though it's uncertain whether he sees her or not.
Internal screaming.
Okay, do you just stand there for a moment?
There's a brief moment where Cade says absolutely nothing, and he's like, "I'm Cade. Hi."
Gristle looks them up and down. So we're you a Digikid or what?
Yeah.
I look over at Elise and Valentyne. Are they one of your Digikids?
Don't have any children.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, was he a part of your group? Because he's a complete rando to me.
No. I think he's part of Lillian's group.
Aster, I have a question. Like, are the siblings with us right now, or is just us four with Lilium?
It's just you four with Lilium currently.
Okay.
Oh.
Here comes Detective Lumi.
Lilium will just kind of chuckle to herself for a moment. No, I decided to include him in your party because he's definitely not from our standard timeline. I think he's from the same one as you, Gristle.
What? Fuck it, whatever.
Wait,
okay, I guess we're
multiple
homies now. What was that?
Cade in the background. Cade in the background is like, "Wait, there's timelines?"
And she'll stare at you for a moment. I have already explained this to you, Cade.
Look, a lot's happened, all right.
Why are
Like,
you
you can't
doing
expect
that?
me to remember everything.
Are you gaslighting him? Is that what we're doing now?
Well, if we were gaslighting him, Lab says, we would have an actual lighter. But I will walk towards Cade, doing the fancy walk with all my colors, throw my cape back, and I'll offer to shake his hand. I'll be like, "It is nice to meet you, Cade. I am Val." In time, but most people call me Val.
Well, nice to meet you, Val. Cade shakes your hand. He's clearly still uncomfortable.
I pull him in close and I say, "And if you try to hurt my friends, Lav will deal with you later. But for now, we're all on the same side. This is my partner, Trickmon. Hiya, how you doing?"
Oh shit, we've got our. I forgot we have our Digimon, right?
Yep, your Digimon are back with you.
Oh god. Professor Slurp will fall off of the wall somewhere. You hear a wet sloppy noise hit the ground, and it scuttle behind you, Cade.
Cade, so you know, that means that a Numamon in a lab coat, a pink Numamon in a lab coat scuttles behind you.
Understood. Thank you for the context.
Yes.
They smell like apple fabuloso and friendship.
What does Apple's Fabuloso smell like?
Oh, yeah! It's like a floor cleaner.
Mostly smells like apples. By the way,
Specifically the fabuloso, because it looks like juice.
I guess we're just gonna drop the pretext now. Lumi, you said that you you questioned if you were with your siblings or not. Was there more to it?
Yeah. So, like, I just made sure that they're still around or not, and then currently, since there's like a new person, like, I'm just gonna be quiet and just observe Cade, and my usual decipher of intent on this one.
All right.
Cipher intent.
So, can I?
Okay, you better hope she doesn't sense bad, or you might not live this session. I tease. I tease.
Yeah, so, is that your decipher intent?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll just tell you, Valentyne radiates. No, I'm just kidding.
You, you're not really sure what to make of him? Is he there to kill all of you? Is he there to be your guys' best friend? Not really sure.
Is he scared out of his mind? Maybe.
Well, since I can't really make out like whatever his intentions are, like I'd probably be cordial, like towards him calmly with Lunamon and be like, "Hey, so nice to meet you. My name's Elise, and here's Lunamon with me. So
And,
why are
Cade,
you here with William?"
actually, Cade, this will be something kind of concerning to you, probably, is the fact that she looks just like a person you know that works for Lilium, named Elise. In fact, you might assume that Elise lost her memory and is talking differently to you right now.
I mean, yeah, you're Elise, all right. Yeah, but I thought we'd already established that. You know, a long time. You know, the other time.
Okay. I raise my eyebrow and be like, "Oh, okay. You already know me."
Does everybody else connect the dots?
uh, I mean, that's up to you. You or Val could understand what's going on.
I think
Yeah,
he
'cause-
knows your older or your older sister. Wait,
Yeah,
did I call you a she? I'm sorry, Cade. Are you a he, she?
He. He.
Oh, yeah. I
But
think he knows your older sister.
I try to like give Val like shh
Oh,
motion
okay.
and be like,
But then again, I see Lav in the window, so no telling what I'm up to. He will say, all nonchalantly, and pretend that he is talking to an invisible friend, just to put the fear of God in Cade.
Oh dear lord. Oh no.
honestly, this office isn't that big. Cade, make a perception check to see how badly you could botch it to not hear this conversation right now.
oh, I'm more than happy to make a perception check. Oh, if I don't botch that stuff. Well, that's how badly I can botch it. I can botch it so badly the bot doesn't hear it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you rolled like
You do pick up them whispering about, oh, he knows your older sister. Shh, don't
Did you
tell
even
him
roll?
that. yes, he did. It was an okay roll. It was a decent enough in a small office roll.
Is this where I start looking over all the chemicals that I napped from the colleges?
You picked up some styrofoam, some bleach, and some nitric acid.
Can I feed that to Schlurp?
Sure.
You know, if there was any Digimon that could drink chemicals, it would be Numamon.
William would go on. Well, at any rate, I've also prepared something special for the three of you. Cade knows it well. If you run into any trouble during your journeys, she would set down 3 bottles of pills on her desk. This should
Whoa.
help you a lot.
Are you trying to commit? Wait.
Okay, wait. Wait, question. You
Yes?
already gave us the thing that you to stick on the ley line, right?
Yes.
What does it look like again?
Like a USB chip.
Oh, so it's not something that we can stick onto ourselves then.
It's not like a patch or anything. No.
So if we stick it onto a Numemon, what does it do?
I mean, you can find out.
My little
Um,
guy.
Question then. Who's holding it right now? Do we hold one each or like no?
uh, you know what? To simplify this process, we'll say that Cade was given the USB to hold.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, what's on the USB topic?
The USB is a program that Lilium developed to hopefully return part of their world.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it reusable though? Like we can stick it onto as many ley lines as we can, or stick it onto anything as many times as we can and still work.
The program might be damaged after use, but it's not really a problem because I still have the program. The more important thing is to see if it works the first time. There shouldn't be any hiccups, but you can never say anything with 100% certainty.
All right. I make my way towards Gristle and whisper to her like, "Hey, you think we should try to test this thing before we actually use it on a ley line?"
Gristle,
I'm Gristle.
did you hear Elise?
What did Elise say?
I'll just reiterate. So yeah, I whisper to you and be like, "Hey, you want to test out the thing before we actually use it on an actual ley line?"
Well, yeah. How do you propose we do that?
Well, I don't know if like any of our Digimons can like have a USB stuck onto them. So like I'm willing to do it towards Lunamon. Like, do you wanna try it with yours too?
Oh, sure. And I go to like put the flash drive like on Numamon, and Numamon will eat it.
Well, Cade currently
Wouldn't you
has...
have to,
Oh, never mind. Just kidding.
Cade currently has the flash drive.
Let me just break Cade's arms real quick. I'll scuttle around him like a rabid raccoon and nick them bitches off him.
And
How strong are his fingers? How hard is he gripping onto them bitches?
Also, is nobody questioning the drugs?
so is this a good time? Is this a good time for? So you're coming to me to get the stick, right?
Maybe.
Okay, but assuming you are, this is about the time that Ghost Spawn actually fades into view between you and me.
Yeah, so...
I assume I can sonic roll around Ghostmon.
Oh, I know. This is more like it's surprising.
Are you trying to... Are you still trying to, like, run around Ghostmon to get the USB?
Can I just be like, bruv, can I have the flash drive?
I immediately look to Lilium like, should I give them the flash drive?
Valentine immediately looks towards Cade.
Lilium will shrug. I mean, the four of you are supposed to be taking it to the village.
Friends.
You know what? That's a really good point. You take the flash drive.
I mean, oh, thanks. Gristle will like waddle up and like gently grab it with their little stitch claws. And they'll scuttle away and go to do what they intended on handing Numamon the flash drive and Numamon just nom-nomming.
Before you do, give me a survival roll.
I don't like that. That's not nice of you. That is the little PP energy, Aster. I don't understand why you're having me do that. 3d6 plus 13. I got a 19.
So, the thought does cross into your head as you're going to give this flash drive to Numamon that a program designed to revive an entire world might be more than a Digimon's body could handle.
Oh, true that. I will convey that information to Elise. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe they will explode.
Cade takes this
Wow.
opportunity to consider the fact that Elise should already know that, since we talked about that sometime, definitely.
I'll look at like Cade and be like, "Oh, did we? Maybe I
Wait a
need to
second.
refresh on that. Can you tell me more about what you know, Cade?"
Good question. Aster, can I tell them more about that? Do I know more than that?
Okay, I guess this is a good time, since no one asked. You could ask if they know about the creation of the digital world.
The fuck is that?
Wait, I have that information?
Kind of. Like I said, I thought there were certain questions that people would ask, but things snowballed quickly. I didn't expect this to be about this.
Don't worry, Cade is the perfect vehicle for this exposition because of one thing he can say right now. I mean, I'm sure I could tell you more, but Lilium would definitely explain it better than I could.
That's fair.
Wait, explain
I'll look
what?
over to like Cade and Lilium and be like, "Is there anything that you're not sharing us that Cade and our siblings know?"
Valentyne appears, peering over her shadow, points his eye, points to you.
All right, so the conversation was, Cade, is there anything you know that we don't? Well, Lilium can explain it. But anyway,
Cade would absolutely make that deflection because he does not want to have that conversation. Because that's a conversation and that's not his thing.
Lilium will think for a moment. Well, I suppose there were things I thought you'd be more interested in, but all right, would you like to know how the flash drive works? It'll require a bit of an explanation.
Yeah.
What are the things that we're like kept in the dark about first? That Cade knows and our siblings know. You
Well,
know?
they've been around for a couple months. It's not so much keeping you in the dark, but sure, if you'd like, it's going to require me to explain how the digital world came to be as well as our world. Yeah, you may as well take a seat. And she'd prepare not quite a slideshow, but a presentation, insert monologue. Alright, so, as you know, scientists are rather in the dark of how the universe came to be. The only thing we know for sure is that at some point there was probably nothing. And then, God, or what have you, created the universe, and with it, a single timeline. However, from that timeline, many appeared. And that first timeline is what we know as a first world. And while we can't speak to God himself, it is safe to say that on these timelines, every once in a while, a civilization would create a predictive artificial intelligence to affirm their timeline and create another first world and predict multiple other ones. But when a timeline would become too far from their first world, it would fall into the digital sea below, much like a bath bomb entering water. It would dissolve in this digital sea and eventually meld with it to create this digital world. The world that we know of is just one of these timelines. However, when I noticed that things might go south, I decided to try to create one of these predictive AIs that you know of as Aster to reaffirm our existence and create a first world. That way, no matter what happened, we'd be safe. However, I had to rush the process, and he ended up with a few personality defects. He didn't assume his role properly, and now things have all kind of gone sideways. The USB in your hand is supposed to recreate a portion of our world from the timeline within this world. We can never truly ascend back up and reestablish it, but if we can transform this world into our own, it'll be like we never fell in the first place. Does that answer anybody's questions?
I mean, you kind of told us about how the digital world was created last time we talked to you. You've been hit on the head.
I found it very useful. Cade says this and then takes a step back as if he suddenly realised that he's just drawn attention.
Valentyne will step closer to Cade.
Val, you're the one who said you wanted an explanation.
We got an explanation last session. That's why I'm saying, like, why are we getting another one?
You said after the session you wanted a deeper explanation. But anyway.
You call that deeper?
Cade, having read a lot of stories, would like to take this moment to actually ask a question.
Yes.
I just wanted to
he's
say
just
I'm teasing you, Aster. Just a heads up.
That is a tornado siren, Aster.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Anyway.
Okay, I'll look it up. No worries.
I have a phone too, but... Anyway, Kate, go ahead.
Just a question, Lilium. I only just thought of this, even though we've talked about this before, but if we're turning this world into our world, what happens to this world?
Well, the world itself will take the form of ours. However, considering its current state, that's not that bad. The residents will be safe, at least.
Okay, I've got no further questions. Cade looks like he has a lot of further questions, but he's not going to ask.
So, when you say the residents will be fine, are you meaning the survivors or are you meaning the Digimon?
Both, ideally. This program isn't designed to kill any sentient creatures, just transform the world into the one we knew. And
Well, Death X Spawn wasn't made for a certain thing, but here we are.
that what wasn't?
Oh, it's just a card.
Hmm.
It's called Death Xmon. It was a program designed to do one thing, then spawned a killer Digimon that does other things. That's in the trading card game, though. I don't know about it, how it pertains to this world, but you know.
She'll throw her hands out, so not violently or anything, but any further questions?
Actually, are we incredibly likely to upset someone if we rewrite the world under their feet?
Oh, well, I don't think Magna-Angemon will be too privy to it, but luckily I'm not sure how these Digimon's superpowers will work after the program goes into effect. Speaking of, while
Kinda
these
shitty.
medicines will definitely give you an advantage in battle, even with them, I'm not sure if you four will be enough to handle Magna-Angemon. Should probably be at least a little stealthy about this whole thing.
How do you propose we do something like that? Just by trying to not be seen, or do you have like something that'll cloak us? That would be cool. You're a mad scientist, right? I have to say, I've been profoundly disappointed outside of the splash drive stuff.
Well, no. Sadly, unlike you, I'm a fairly sane scientist. However, I don't think any tools or trickeries will help that much. But, unlike us, Lilium would kind of generalize her crew, Magna-Angemon isn't necessarily against you guys, as far as I can tell.
I
Can I see that flash drive, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll hand it to Val.
Yeah, I'll look it over. So, this was designed to put in a ley line to cause the world to change, but if we put it on a Digimon, it causes an explosion. Kind of makes me think it's going to cause an explosion in the ley line, not really thinking it's going to help.
Lilium would...
He will step backwards away from the group, but I wonder how it interacts with Digivices.
Who did?
You know, Lilium? Have you done testing on this?
Lilium would tilt her head. Well, you can try. It didn't seem like a good idea, but she'd wait, curiously, if you're going to put it in the Digivice.
I know that I know that you've probably thought this through, but just saying, it kind of feels like you're breaking the first rule of the evil overlord list and absorbing a power source that is larger than the size of your head, which is never a good idea. Obviously, I wouldn't know. Just making an assumption.
So, I'm not actually absorbing it, but the point is, you are telling us this is what will help our world, but when we interact with it in other ways, it's going to cause catastrophic things. It's not going to be a good idea. Like,
well, if you think about it this way, if you pour salt into the ocean, it doesn't make much of a difference to the ocean, but if you pour it into your glass of water, it's going to taste terrible.
It's going to also kill you, but
I guess that's a good
enough.
analogy.
Yeah, Lilium would tilt her head. I've never actually specified what would happen if you put it in a Digimon, but I do certainly think that it would probably kill the Digimon.
Well, then I will hand it back over to Gristle. I just don't feel comfortable utilizing some tool that could just cause catastrophic events. It just doesn't feel right to me.
But you do it every day
I'm
as a
just
human.
concerned. What was that, Aster?
You do it every day as a human. Drive down the road and it's fine. Hit a creature and it dies. Take the recommended dose of a medicine for your body and you're okay, but use it on a baby and it'll die. Or at least have a very negative
Experience
reaction.
in this.
Fuck them kids.
Question. Gristle is like a computer expert, right?
I am knowledgeable of Neopets, yes.
Well, she's more biology, but she's pretty well versed in computers as well.
I fuck with just about everything that has to do with knowledge.
Okay. Because like I was debating to have like either have Gristle like analyze the USB contents or like I hire somebody to analyze it first.
Give it a good look, see?
Wait, you have the disposable funds to hire someone to do that?
Well,
So
I do.
Assuming this is the Elise that you know, Cade, you would know that she is extremely rich.
This is Cade letting slip that he did over here when she said when Val said that it wasn't her.
Oh.
Do. Am I able to roll a computer knowledge roll, Aster? And analyze the flash drive using a doodad?
You can. Lilium will have no problem with you looking it over.
Good, because I was going to do it even if she did. 25!
Well, while the contents are largely beyond your understanding, it seems like it's designed to do a specific thing in that it seems like it would work. Work in doing what? Hard to say, but it seems like it would work.
That was not a satisfactory description for a 25 roll. This is a thing that you think it does the thing that you were told it does.
Yeah.
That's it. There's nothing else to it?
Alright. You can tell off of how it is coded that there is love and care put into it. However, as far as understanding its contents, you can understand that as smart as you are, this is definitely beyond your scope. And given how much praise Lilium receives, not that surprising. Maybe if you dedicated yourself to computers, you might have been able to understand more, but that's about as much as you get.
I did also have to feel stupid at the end when I rolled a 25. This is also little pee-pee energy, Aster. How dare you?
You know, feeling stupid after comparing yourself to a genius is a terrible idea.
I think getting all of that information is a decent bit, but anyway, that's what you guys have to work with, and So you guys are kind of given information on how the USB is supposed to work. Gristle is understanding that it seems like it will work. You guys were given drugs.
Regarding the drugs, can we cipher intent the drugs?
Can you what?
Roll the cipher intent on it.
Sure.
Why do you sound so much? Wait.
Did any of us ask what the drugs were?
Nobody
You
cared
said,
about the
like,
drugs.
for improvement. No, I'm
Yes.
just like looking at it for now before I ask.
It looks like a bottle of drugs. The most you can get is what Lilium has already sort of told you regarding them.
She didn't tell us anything.
Well, you guys didn't ask much about them. She just mentioned that they're for improvement.
Okay, can I ask? What are the drugs for? What are these?
She will... She'll let you know that the drugs are a way to incite fear within you guys without having to traumatize yourself, as fear is the source of power for you. And among her subordinates or friends or what have you, they have allowed them to achieve greater heights than the ones they're currently at. She'll let you know that the drugs don't really have any serious side effects.
Cade takes this opportunity to chip in. The main side effect isn't they traumatize you, which is exactly what they're supposed to do. I know.
And while being traumatized and scared half to death isn't quite ideal, it's better than dying in a lot of occasions.
Yes, I will hold on to one of them as a last resort. Call it vitamin F.
And then she'll pause for a moment. Now, that said, if you guys don't want to go ahead with this, that's fine. We'll just have to figure out some other way of getting this to his ley line. He's been quite a headache for us.
Cade would like to make a mental note that Lilium is great at speaking like she's a supervillain, and he's not sure if that's accidental or not.
Yeah, it comes with being a genius.
I do have a question though. So, I don't know if I asked this last session already. So it has been told to us that purifying the ley lines is the way to go. So how is this USB different from purifying the ley lines?
So, purifying the ley lines will ultimately end up eradicating all humans.
How will that eradicate humans if we do that?
Well, as I mentioned, this world was formed similar to something dissolving in water and coagulating. However, the corruption has kind of clumped pieces of worlds together. Negative pieces, mind you. Not entirely sure why, but we were able to luckily keep School Island for a time, and we're able to cement it here. And eventually we were able to stabilize it. However, without the corruption, if everything became purified, then School Island, humans as a whole, would be dissolved into this world. We'd eventually come back in some form, some piece. As you've seen with Digimon, a lot of them resemble pieces of information from various worlds that have coagulated together. But we wouldn't entirely survive the process.
Is it because like if you purify the ley lines, like since everything is like a new like world in a sense, so the new worlds will disappear and like the main world will remain? Is that the reason why everyone else is gonna be eradicated?
Essentially, yes.
Hmm.
Wait, so why do we? Are you saying that the only reason we exist in this world is because the corruption exists, and the lack of corruption would result in the destruction of humanity entirely? Because, sorry, I'm trying to follow your train of thought here.
Yes, the corruption allows us to exist. Granted, the corruption also allows a lot of negative factors to exist. That's why we've been watching over Elise, Valentyne, and them as they've went around and purified the ley lines, because she'd kind of shrug and sigh. Purification is good, but it's also bad when gone too far. This is so far the only remedy I've been able to think of that will work for everyone.
But
She'll be referring to the USB that will cement
Hello, hello,
the
hello?
human world and the digital world.
So basically, the USB allows multiple versions of us to exist in one whole, timeline, as you would put it, or one world. Yeah.
Yes, it'll create a place for humans to exist as they always have. And of course, we'll have to adapt a little bit for the Digimon. But it shouldn't be too hard of a process.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't it create problems if multiple versions of us exist in one plane?
Hmm. No, much like the digital world should have already been doing, unless the corruption has messed with it too much. Multiple versions of you should be dealt with. Should
oh, that's kind of fucked
coalesce.
up.
How is that gonna be a good? It doesn't sound like a good thing.
I mean,
How come? Why? How would I know if I'm the one that's gonna exist among my other versions?
have you encountered versions of yourself before?
Let's just say maybe.
Well, in the hypothetical that one of you was erased, I would assume that chances are memories would flow into the other. I haven't personally encountered versions of us existing besides ourselves, so I can't give you a safe answer, and maybe that's a reason for you not to assist in this project. That's up to you. I am not sure how that would interact.
Because let's say if we go through the purification process, obviously one will remain, and that's the original version of like out of every version that's out there. While you say that if you use your method, everyone's gonna exist in one plane, but they're gonna be dealt with. Hmm.
Oh, well, it's no different than what you described. They're much like if you did purify the world and all humans would disappear. But within a purified space, there shouldn't be two versions of yourself, possibly within a corrupted space.
Gristle will remember this.
So I look at Cade, Gristle, and Val. So what are you guys gonna decide on, knowing what we know now?
I think I like you best, so if we have to throw the other Elise in a volcano, we have to throw her in a volcano.
Yes, let us throw the other Elise in a volcano. She is clearly just a copy.
Cade's growing visibly more uncomfortable.
That tenure is important.
All right. So, what do you all think?
I think you're a big loser.
I think I'd like to see my family again, so this sounds like the best option.
I'm down for adventure. How are you doing, Valentyne? Oh no, is he dead?
No, I'm here. Well, honestly, this is kind of one of those toughy questions. So I think I'm going to I guess I'll go with the group on this one. We can continue forward and I guess decide when the time comes. Because I would much rather like to keep this Lumi compared to others.
Yeah, tenure. That's what I'm saying. Homie knows what it's about.
All right. So then, are you guys setting out?
I need snacks and maybe more drugs.
Ba-ba-ba. Me out here getting to lay down the ambiance.
Wait, ambiance?
I'll probably ask Lilium, by the way, that is there a way for us to like track the others? Like, do you have any like gadget or Digivice feature that we can add that can help us find the others as well?
Lilium will let you know that things might be a little odd within the city, but once you're out of the city, it should be simple enough for you to contact the others with your Digivice.
Okay. I guess I gotta have to text the moment we get out of the city. Hi, how's everyone?
And all right, so are you guys setting off?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'll probably lag along for a while. I'm just gonna observe everything, so I'll follow you guys.
Cade turns to Ghostmon and says, hey, can you do the thing? And both of them partially fade from view.
Wait, did they just turn invisible?
Cade, did you just turn invisible?
There's a very long pause, and then you hear Cade's voice from roughly where he was standing go, around 80% transparent, actually.
Ooh, I want to do that. That might make Slurp nervous. And he's gonna try to hug you.
So, I'm reading how this feature works real quick, breaking character for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gristle should turn invisible once they're inside the radius.
And you'll no longer be invisible?
No, Shade Cloak rules as written. Apply hide in plain sight bonus to all allies within burst radius.
Well, now we're both getting gooed. I hope you're happy.
Yeah, so an invisible Slurp is hugging the legs of an invisible Gristle and an invisible Cade right now.
Ghostmon is floating nearby because it's Ghostmon actually projecting the cloak. You hear Cade mutter, the point of this was to not draw attention.
Alright, so you guys leave the lab, wait, that's the wrong one. Go back into the city, you're informed, you end up meeting Big Elise. Big Elise, regular Elise, Elise, actual Elise. You end up meeting her
I guess this is gonna fuck up Cade.
when you return to the elevator and get back to the top of the cafe. So you guys are setting out on your first big adventure since coming back to the city, huh?
I guess we are, but what about you guys?
Oh, we have other exploration to do. Some of us also have to help out in the lab and whatnot. It's cool you guys are helping out, though.
Maybe.
Oh, but you guys are going to the Village of Beauty, right? Yeah. Watch out for that, narcissistic douchebag. I know he seems like a punk, and he definitely is, but he's also really strong, and she'd look at you two, and then look at Gristle and Cade. Oh, Cade and his little tricks. You guys aren't really, fisticuff types from what I could tell from your Digimon. That might end up being a problem.
I'm gonna get out my gun. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
But by the way, I just want to quickly check this while I remember, because I'm assuming that at some point since Session 0, Cade would have healed from the multiple wounds he got from that stupid Hall of Mirrors, right?
That he would have what? From the wounds?
Well, you know how I got covered in shards of broken mirror that one time?
Yes.
Can I assume that the several months since then have been enough to heal it?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I changed it.
Yes.
Because I could get it, but...
Now, that was actually a permamirror. Whenever permamirror cuts you, you can never regain that health.
Damn, nothing like attacks that would use max health.
But seeing your gun, Big Elise would laugh. Go ahead, cap his ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna be handing my gun off to Val a lot, because I can't actually aim the bitch.
Is it working?
It works.
I will take the gun. Whenever you hand it to me, I will shoot.
Yay, friendship!
Anyway, if you guys go straight that way into the bridge, it'll seem like, you're walking off into the city, but at a certain point you'll just be like, wow, there's a forest in front of you, and you'll turn around and the bridge is broken. But as long as you guys have been here before, you can walk right on back, even though it looks like you can't.
Oh.
Coming here has been a nightmare, but damn if it hasn't cured my writer's block.
Yay!
She'd laugh and pat your back. Those glasses suit you. Well, anyway, guys, go on and out there and get him. Don't worry, I've packed some sandwiches for everybody.
Sandwiches. That's important.
Eating is very important.
Nom 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 nom. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Like, do you have any special goodies for me? Like, any materials, or you've got a big fancy lab?
Not that I can think of.
Bitch. I mean, oh, okay.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I managed to do a temporary fix on my computer, so
Nice.
Yay! Huzzah!
Alright, so. I figure y'all are walking,
We are walking. Well, I'm walking.
riding, driving, what have you.
Can I be riding Slurp like a Roomba?
You have done so before?
I do have a question, by the way. Who's
Yes.
that person like in Tragedy that like referred to like as like somebody that knows everything again?
The Oracle?
I know it all.
Yeah,
Oh.
the Oracle. He's that Etemon, right?
Yes.
Okay. I probably will turn to Gristle and be like, "Hey, do you want to like, make a segue to like the Oracle if you've met him?"
Sure. I think Gristle's met the Oracle at least once, right?
Yeah, Gristle met the Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Trash Village and all of that. You definitely didn't commit a massive genocide there.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but there's so many, little X-babies. Wait, what version are we gonna end up going to?
Yeah, you'll have to find out.
Oh, boy.
So
Can we?
so your plan is
Yeah,
to
I'd be
kind of leave the city, go through the forest, and kind of cut around the village and make your way back to Trash City. Cade, you would have never.
Also,
Cade, you would have
is
never.
Gristle the one holding on to the USB, right?
I believe.
I think I have it right now.
Okay.
Cade, you would have actually never heard of the Oracle or Trash Village. This is news to you.
That is entirely understandable. Cade does not explore the city.
Ba-ba-ba.
Let alone anywhere outside.
Trash.
So
Beyond what's necessary, I mean.
thanks to the purification, you're able to actually maneuver around quite nicely. You avoid the village. It does take a considerable trek for you, because, well, you're avoiding Village of Beauty, but make your way up the mountains, across the thing, do the stuff. It's quite the journey, actually. It would take you probably, I don't know, a week's walk. But, that sounds fine. You make your way back to Trash Village.
Trash! Huzzah!
So, what did you want by coming to the Trash Village?
Well, mostly see the Oracle with everyone, especially Gristle, who's holding the USB.
By the way, Cade, your new companions have went on a pretty big detour and dragged you through the sewer that was covered in, sewer stuff.
Dude.
Yeah, sort of stuff.
Sewer stuff.
I mean, Cade definitely wouldn't speak up about it, but he is clearly not enjoying this.
It's okay, buddy. Be one with the goo.
And,
I don't want to be one with the Jew. I'm pretty sure everyone who ever said that was a villain.
and don't worry, I'm sure if anything gets on you, Numamon will probably lick it up.
Oh boy, yes he will. Elbow deep, just slurp, just clean arms. You'll be fine.
And as you approach the entrance to Trash Village, you once again find a normal-looking green Numamon standing guard outside, bouncing up and down. Oh boy! Is that my friend Elise?
It's not my boy.
And it would turn to Slurp. And it looks like you brought me a brother!
Don't touch me, simpleton. I'm educated. I'm sorry, that came out rude. I was in the real world for a moment and it sucked. 0 out of 10 stars.
It would
Don't recommend.
keep bouncing its body up and down. What's educated? Does it taste good?
Yes.
Ooh. The Numamon would throw up a little and eat it. Nom, 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 nom.
Delicious.
Before turning to Cade. And who are you, human?
I'm Cade. I'm not even here. Just don't worry about it.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
The Numamon would turn to Valentyne, Gristle, and Elise. Are we having a mass hallucination? It would say, looking very concerned back at Cade, who said that they're not there.
Oh no! It was a figure of speech.
Don't gaslight him. That's so messed up. Cade, why would you do that?
Cade visibly growing more agitated as he tries to explain to Numamon that he does in fact exist and was just saying, "Don't worry."
Why would you do that? That was so mean.
That is so mean.
Look, I really didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry.
Gristle will remember this.
It would turn back to Valentyne. So, aside from the rude human, how is everybody?
Gristle would look around and look back at the. I'm sorry, what? Did I miss something?
No, just every time it asks a question, Hello, Valentyne. Every time it asks a question, everyone goes silent, I'm sure due to technical difficulties, but I just imagine them all staring at it disgustedly.
So I will look at Newmon. I'll just be like, "Well, I'm doing great. You know, I'm doing well. I wouldn't say great. I'm doing fine. I haven't seen Lav in a while. Unsure if that's good or bad. Also, I don't really see. Did you guys turn off the invisibility or not? Is it still on?
Oh, the invisibility. I think somewhere between exiting the city and traveling through the sewer, Ghostmon would have got tired and we'd have switched it off.
Okay. Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm just still thinking about this whole flash drive.
She was talking like a villain.
That's villain taste good?
It tastes awful.
Not as good as Vengeance, you know.
Oh goodness.
Not as good as what?
I heard vengeance.
Vengeance.
Can I have some vengeance?
Please don't hurt the Newmon.
I will lean down to Newmon. I will be like, "You'll get some eventually, there, buddy."
It would throw up and eat it again, hungry. Vengeance. So what brings you to the village today?
I'm sorry, what was that?
So what brings you to the village today?
Knowledge. Where's the oracle?
Inside the village.
Also, do you recognize me? Do you know who I am?
Should I?
Is this another timeline thing that I'm going to be told I already know about? Possibly by a scientist.
No, not really. But they do recognize Valentyne and Elise.
I'm not a main character anymore. I have to. I'm going to do exactly what I did in the main timeline, though. Oh, you little fuckers are fucked.
Cade looks at Gristle and says, "It's okay to not be the main character. I've never been the main character."
No, definitely more of the side character that gets more clout than the main character and gets a spin-off series eventually. But
Spin-off series.
It still feels bad, man. Like, I caused a lot of trauma in that other timeline. I was a hero.
The Numamon would.
So Cade looks at Gristle and is like, "You know what? I can totally believe that. Good for you."
The Numamon would climb on Gristle's head. There, it's okay, little one. So you guys want to see the Oracle?
Yes.
All right, let's go. And it would open up the gate, and as you did I spell that right? No.
You can't spell Aster.
Well, I just realized that I don't know how to spell quite, but that's an issue for another time. Unfortunate. But as you guys go inside, Elise, Valentyne, you'll actually find out that there is now a huge statue made of the Oracle, and that they have covered a lot of the caved-in portion with sheet metal. They've actually rebuilt Trash Village quite nicely, and by quite nicely, I mean it looks awful.
Oh no.
As you can see, we have rebuilt our utopia stronger and better. Yeah, I mean, giant ogre with a sword came busting out of the mountain. Destroyed most things.
Oh. So they were affected. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna ask Numemon. Well, how's the Oracle right now?
Probably eating some food or, doing oracle things.
Well, then can you bring us over to the Oracle?
Yeah, that's where we're going. Um, and so Numamon would continue bouncing up and down, leading you to the Oracle's mansion, or the Oracle's lair. Much like you remember it, you are first taken into a room with air conditioning that smells really nice. There is a creature with husband killer glasses flipping through a book with a very large brain on it. And they tell you to take a seat.
Gristle will pop a spot.
You first.
Gristle was just taking a seat.
And you...
This is probably a good time for me to ask, but what is an oracle? Because I've not been here before.
Well, as far as we know, the Oracle is like somebody who's more knowledgeable about everything. How was the Oracle on your side of the things, Gristle?
We were home dogs, but I did also annihilate half of all of the Numamon species.
The creature with the brain and the husband killers would stop flipping for a moment and look over at you before going back to their magazine.
I was using my inside voice. Don't be a bitch.
Hey, Gristle, you know how some people are described as the hero of another story?
Yeah.
Is it possible that you're the villain of another story?
But no! I mean, the ones that survived were way stronger and had little guys. It was very cool. They told me it was worth it. They told me it was way worth it.
The ones that survived said it was worth.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, I'm convinced.
Yeah, trust.
And pretty soon, the creature with the large brain and glasses will set its book down, and it'll float over to you on a little UFO and stare deeply at Cade.
I think it likes you.
Hello?
The Oracle will see you now.
So you had a bad day.
Okay, I guess. We're going to see the Oracle.
And it will float back and raise a little flip door for its counter for people to get through, and open the door behind it, and it will let you all walk in. Most of you know this, but it will have Cade go first. Cade, you'll be walking down a long, dark hallway, and you'll see a very dim light at the end.
Well, this is ominous. Cade will just keep walking. Like, it doesn't sound like the Oracle is anything to be scared of.
As everyone behind you doesn't say anything.
I will just T-pose to assert dominance.
Gristle will also T-pose to assert dominance, but like next to Valentyne.
If it wasn't a hallway,
We'll be a T-posing tower. From shortest to smallest.
The teeny tiniest.
Eventually, though, you'll catch the whiff of pizza, Cade.
Did you say feet?
What kind of pizza?
Okay,
This is a very important question.
most pizza doesn't actually smell different, but let's see.
You know what? That's fair.
What's some good pizza? We'll just assume you can smell every topping. What? Roast beef, pepperoni, corn.
To be fair, you're right. Most pizza does smell the same. So sorry.
You can smell the tater tots and the stuffed crust. Along
Oh,
with
now
the
we're getting
cheese.
really fancy. I have never encountered tater tots in the stuffed crust,
Yes, well,
but I would very much like to.
Have we reached the Oracle yet? Or are we just T-posing at the front talking to the residents?
T-posing, telling Cade what he smells on the pizza. Now you guys have roughly reached the Oracle. You see him relaxing on his couch, slamming some pizza, watching.
Shouldn't you be eating the pizza, not slamming it?
Clearly, you have never had.
Well, I'm trying to imitate the movie, he says as he's watching Elvis slams Godzilla from Mars into the sun.
The fuck?
Is that what's on the TV, or?
Yeah, that's the movie he's watching. It's just a movie. You all see it and freeze up.
I'd love to know what timeline that movie's from.
The same one where Elvis played the main character of Independence Day.
Ooh.
Anyway, why are you all here? Did you come for some of my fabulous pizza? Did you come to watch some movies with your favorite Oracle buddy?
Oh, we're just here to see you because we miss you, Oracle. Just kidding. Anyway,
Whoa, did you say just kidding? Well, now my feelings are hurt.
of course we miss you. We were worried about you when we saw what happened to Trash City just now.
Trash shitty.
Well, thank you for noticing. It did take you quite some time, but I forgive you.
Well, we're here now, right?
Even though your friend came like a month ago.
Our friend,
Yeah, red
Who?
hair.
Isaac.
Yeah, he came a while ago.
How was he?
Probably a bitch.
Some could say haggard, others could say angy. Always Isaac.
Yeah, something like that. He was alright. He wanted to throw down for some training, so I gave him the what.
What?
The what. So, you all miss me a lot. If you want, you can take a seat. We can eat some pizza or whatever else you want. Watch some movies.
Well, we can chill over pizza while we discuss something. How's that?
Well, now I feel like you didn't come because you miss me.
Gristle is curled up in his lap like a cat and nobody noticed.
This is a development that the Oracle expected.
Oh god, he doesn't remember Gristle.
Is Gristle purring? No, she's crying.
Oh my god, his lap is getting wet. I'm crying.
So, as Edamon pets Gristle and scratches under her chin a bit, so what did you actually come here for?
We would like you to look at the flash drive, I believe, right, Elise?
The cry. Yeah, we were hoping to like get your advice on certain things because well, as far as we know, we're supposed to purify ley lines. Now we were presented with a USB that can say that it can like fix the ley line in a different way. So maybe you can check it out.
Yeah? And what is it exactly you want me to do?
Well, hopefully verify things and clarify things with us. Like, is this the right path that we should take to save everyone?
Well, I don't know the details. I know you guys were going on to purify the digital world because, that's what you humans do, and I'm sure it was working out lovely for you. I don't know about all this new stuff. Do you want to give the Oracle more information? Maybe?
Okay.
Have the flash drive supposed to fix the ley lines? But we don't know if that's what it's actually supposed to do. We looked at it and it looks like it's supposed to do that, but we're dummies.
Well, where'd you get the flash drive?
A lady that talked like a villain.
I can attest, she speaks like every villain ever.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, sure. If we look at the deep lore, he'd say, pointing to his movie collection, usually talks like a villain means a villain. However, there are some instances where talks like a villain can be a little misleading, and turns out they're actually the good guys, and because no one believed them, things went very sideways.
I would like to take this opportunity to creep towards said movie collection and browse the titles.
Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, what is it? Sirius Black. He would be considered one of those. The Watchmen. Rorschach. Not a bad guy.
Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban. I've only seen Ichigo Kurosaki, Prisoner of Azkaban.
Shut the fuck up.
There was Harry Potter and the Seven Deadly Sins. That was an interesting one.
You're a weeaboo.
Snow White and the Seven
Oh,
Giants.
that was a great one.
Filthy weebs.
However, as for the contents of the flash drive, now, that's not really my specialty. I don't know, Datamon might be able to help you out more with that, I suppose.
I guess we can phrase the question this way. Do you think that not purifying the ley lines is the answer?
Hmm. Well, I I think that letting the corruption spread is certainly not a good thing, and purifying the ley lines is the only way to stop the corruption, as far as I've ever seen.
Then does like I believe that like since this is a USB, it's probably running a program that will override whatever is like through the link lines. So is doing that more reasonable than just purifying the ley lines?
Well, I guess that all depends on how much you trust this person, because it sounds like what you're saying is they're hacking the ley lines, or the blood of the entire digital world. Now they might be doing that to do a good thing or a bad thing.
That's the question. Isn't that something that's more, something suspicious if you are going to run a program and insert it on a ley line? That's why we're asking a very expert person over here who's more, knowledgeable of the digital world.
Well, yes, I am indeed knowledgeable, and some have said I am quite omniscient and omnipotent. And while I will not confirm or deny how vast my intelligence is, that doesn't mean that I know every single detail of everything. Now, after all, you've brought to me this device, but I don't even know who gave it to you. And all I've heard is a villain.
Well, does oath ring a bell to you?
You mean like a promise between two people?
More like a name.
Uh,
I like how you said that. Like, yeah, you fucking stupid dipshit.
But politely.
um, you know what, and he'd start digging through his collection. Oh, where is it? 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 Ah! And he'd bust out a DVD. Now, I do kind of remember Oath as a name, and he'd show the DVD. Aster Oath and the Hero of Science.
What?
Given the name, you'd think that this is some dorky little science project. No, it's actually like a full adventure. People were pretty happy when this little Aster came about, I think. Whoever made this. But
Can
to answer
I read the back of the movie?
I'm gonna go pour some tea, but I will be back.
Okay. As you read the back, it is clearly a work of fiction based off of Lilium's greatest work, and it's about a meteor that was about to collide with the Earth. However, through the development of the AI Damon Asteroth and his superpowers, he was able to phase the Earth through the meteor and save everyone. And the back will go on to say, and that's just in the first 5 minutes.
So I think this is about the time when Cade would say, where would you rate this movie out of 5?
I'd give it a solid 3. I'm sure critics hated it, but it's very campy and fun. Movies don't know how to be fun nowadays.
I'm Cade, visibly enthusiastic for the first time in a while. You know what? I know exactly what you mean.
um,
Sometimes a movie can just be fun, you know?
so y'all are being very hush hush about this villain lady, though. Like,
We don't know much about her. We haven't known her for very long. She doesn't seem like that bad of a person. But it's like we don't know what her motive is outside of wanting to save things, but they don't seem very invested.
I mean, you say you haven't known her very long. I've known her for a few months.
that's true. Cade has known her for quite a while. So I'm sure you all distrust Cade as much as you distrust her.
Yeah, new kid.
But genuinely, you haven't offered any actual information on this person other than they seem like a villain.
So Cade, who seems to be warming to the Oracle over the shared love of movies, is like, well, it's like this. They seem to think they can recreate the worlds we came from here by using the ley line, and that will mean that neither this world nor our world will have to die. And that sounds really promising. But if she's wrong or she's not telling the truth, then we're all doomed.
Doomed.
I mean, doomed is an exaggeration because you have a few ley lines that you'd have to deal with, but yeah, it does sound like you're faced with quite the conundrum if you don't actually trust her. Are you guys talking about the Dark Generals by any chance?
Wait, the who?
The Dark
No,
Generals.
we're not talking about the Dark Generals. We're talking about a human scientist lady.
Okay, so you guys are definitely talking about the Dark Generals. Got it.
Wait, no.
Are
Who
the
are the
Dark
Dark
Generals
Generals?
the ones in the hoods?
Yeah, the ones in the hoods. Well, my opinion is just turned to shit, but I don't know. Is there a reason
Well,
why
if it's any
sabotage?
consolation, she doesn't wear a hood.
Is there any reason why the people in the hoods would have sabotaged some of the ley lines and corrupted them instead of letting them stay purified?
It could be other timelines of our siblings.
Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to take this opportunity to use Cade's knack for storytelling to come up with a possible reason why they might be doing that?
Sure, I mean, Lilium did just kind of possibly explain that, but you sure can.
It's also possible that he's just reading way too much into this, which is why I said it the way I said it.
That's fair. Yes, I'll allow it. I don't know what you're trying to do though. Are you trying to persuade? Are you trying to...
Oh, I'm just trying to picture an idea and see what people think.
Okay. Yeah, I won't need a roll for that then.
So wait, we've got Dark Generals who corrupt ley lines, and we've got a city that will cease to exist if the ley lines are purified. And we've also... Is it possible? And I might be way out and I might be way out of the realms of possibility here. Is it possible they're corrupting the ley lines to ensure the future of humanity at the cost of the digital world?
That sounds like a villain thing to say.
I know, right?
Hmm.
See,
Gristle will remember
now
this.
we're in quite the conundrum because Lumi and I were taken to the town by the ones in the hoodies, the hooded ones. So now I am very concerned.
But doesn't this mean that Lillian can't be working with them because they're corrupting the ley lines,
The thing
and
is,
they want us to inject something into the ley lines?
Well,
And
hooded
unless
ones
that
is,
corrupts the ley line, never mind.
to
is the version of me.
to to elaborate, the Oracle did never said that they directly corrupted the ley lines, but just that they
Was that just his
sabotaged them.
assumption? Oh.
Yes, that they have went out of their way to either allow ley lines to get corrupted or corrupted them themselves. The Oracle has no way of knowing which it is. That said, it is well known that Magna Angemon has not been in favor of the Dark Generals, and that Lilium's people are not quite in favor of him either.
Cade takes this moment to look the Oracle dead in the eye and say, "You'd tell me if I was a Dark General, right? Like, I feel like I would know that, but..."
Have you traveled the world in those hoods? The answer would be yes.
Yes?
Well then, son, you are probably a Dark General.
That doesn't sound very cash money. Gristle will remember this.
Hey, Gristle, remember when I asked if you were the villain of someone else's story?
Maybe. Yes.
I take it all back.
Oh. Concerned.
So, Mr. Oracle, you're saying that where the hooded people go, ley lines end up corrupted.
So I've heard, although it doesn't seem like they always end up corrupted.
And
Oh.
Out of character, really quick, do I know how long Lilium has had this program? Lilium has had this program ready to go.
It's been developed within the last week, although she's been working on it for some time. Also, Val, you'd know that the hooded people actually led you to a ley line before to purify it.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned earlier, like, I'm at quite the conundrum now, because so I'm thinking, like, my brain is thinking there might be, alternate timeline ones. Because I've been saved by the hooded people, and they took me to a ley line, so... But now, there's that chance of the oracles corrupting it.
Well, I will flash us back to Lilium's explanation. Oh, wait. Never mind, only Cade got that explanation. Cade, you asked Lilium why we venture out into the digital world. What was the point of those adventures before you started taking on those quests months ago? Do you remember the first thing that she told you?
So Cade has a moment where he goes very pale, and then he's like, "Now I get it. That makes way more sense. That makes way more sense than than the other idea." Okay, I've worked this out, and I am now going to reveal it before some unknown force can prevent me from revealing this crucial information. Cade looks from side to side, as if expecting something to go wrong. Okay.
Gristle just gets down and stabs him in the fucking leg. No, I'm kidding.
When nothing's going wrong, Gristle goes wrong.
Ow! Ow! Damn it! Probably had that coming. When I signed on and started doing this, the reason we've been going out and doing what we're doing is to maintain balance. And I just realized what Lilium meant by that. If we fully purify the digital world, the city vanishes. If the digital world becomes fully corrupted, that's terrible for everyone. But if we strike a balance in between, nobody dies. That's why the hooded figures appear, and sometimes nodes get corrupted, and sometimes nodes get purified. It's because we're towing that delicate balance between destroying our world and destroying this world. And now we have this program, because Lillian only finished it like a week ago, so it can't be what corrupts the ley lines. So that means that this program is something new, and might fix everything, so that we don't have to keep letting things get corrupted and purifying things selectively. I'm getting a bit tongue-tied. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
And the Oracle will chime in. That sounds like something a Dark General would say.
Okay, now I just feel like he's just being difficult. Because that's
Okay,
just being difficult. Difficult.
Cade just looks at the Oracle and says, if I'm a Dark General, and the Dark Generals are keeping this world from collapsing, then so damn well be it.
Alright, but Elise and Valentyne, what do you guys think?
Well, it's still, for me, it's a 50-50, but, like, well, it's not bad to test it out.
I mean, there is also that. I mean, think about it. Even if this USB does corrupt the ley line and screws it up, then we'll know Lillian was lying, and more importantly, there's a bunch of other ley lines, and we know how to purify ley lines, so I feel like this is a sure shot.
Honestly, at this point, trying one, the outcome might be the smart. I'm just afraid that only one is all it'll take with the genius that is Lilium Oath. That's my only concern.
I don't think you're wrong to be concerned, but I think we'd be crazy not to take the shot.
So, I have an idea.
You're talking to a crazy person. Continue,
So, I do have an idea for when we get to the ley line, but the point, I'm going to have to get to the ley line first, and the Church of Beauty isn't the friendliest. They like me. They like Lumi, but they don't like everyone.
Well, they don't.
Actually, they might be sad that my last close got deleted.
Actually, Cade, I feel like you're a liar.
Wait, what?
In what universe is your character have 7 charisma?
Okay, I can actually justify that. I really can. The perform skill covers creative writing, and I'm a novelist.
Okay, just so you know, charisma's also directly tied to how attractive you are.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Oh, look at Pete Davidson. That motherfucker is not attractive. And he's got riz like no other for some reason. Charisma.
Look, if Cade wasn't incredibly shy, he would be quite good at talking to people. But he is, so he isn't.
Well, oddly,
I promise that was the thought process.
Even though there's some nerds among you, you're all quite attractive.
Valentyne looks at Cade up and down, up and down. I think I'm only uglier than you because I'm missing an eye. Joke.
Oh.
Of course, I'm just teasing.
Well, rather, Val, you never took your mask back, so do you just hold your hand there constantly?
No, I got my mask.
Oh!
I feel like I definitely would have given him a marble.
Val's not actually missing an eye. He just thinks he is.
No.
By the way,
so I think I am. Yeah.
But by the way, I hate to cut in when we're planning how to sneak into the Village of Love and all that. But they may not like all of us, but they don't need to see all of us. Ghostmon in the background doing a little dance.
So the funny thing is, after you showed off what your Ghostmon can do, Tsukazimon
He's
has
trying very hard to do the opposite of showing off.
Tsukazimon can what?
Because can also do a similar thing. He can manipulate shadows. Meaning I can essentially, if we team up Ghostmon and Tsukazimon, we should get the entire party in unnoticed.
Yeah, I don't think we have a single fighter on deck. I'm pretty sure we're all support characters.
I should probably let you guys know that if Ghostmon digivolves, he's not going to be able to maintain the cloak anymore. So we cannot help you fight while we are maintaining the cloak.
I do have a 16 accuracy and a damage of 11 because I want Dot to hit. But they like me. We only really need to get Gristle in.
Gristle
well,
is
I can
also
definitely like Gristle.
oddly attractive.
I'm a little guy.
Listen, and nobody
Hey,
in your
what's Gristle's charisma at, actually?
6.
Oh, never mind. We don't have to worry. All of us
Yes.
can go into the church.
No one in your party is as ugly as Atlas and
Hell yeah.
Isaac.
Isaac's only ugly because he has his finger stuck in his nose 24. Kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, so then never mind. We don't even have to be sneaky. We can just enter the church.
Wait, so we can just walk in?
I wasn't meaning that to be mean, Gristle. I legit just did not know you had a 6 in your charisma.
What? What about my charisma?
Oh,
I didn't know you had a 6 in charisma. That's why I'm speaking out of voice, out of character. Because, like,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have even offered that had I realized that you're just as attractive as me. Because they let me in, so.
I'm a cute
I mean, I
little
was more going to cloak us because we might have a reputation. Because if the Dark Generals are apparently evil, then
well, the Dark Generals always wear cloaks.
you know what? That's a good point. I didn't bring my cloak.
Yeah, you were probably informed actually to not bring your cloak.
Oh, I was just going to say it was at the dry cleaners, but that works. Although when you told me all of the backstory stuff, I feel like you left out, and also you got a cool cloak, because I would run with that.
Like Val ran with the
In fact,
mask.
I'm adding it to my notes.
I'm imagining you as Mickey Mouse from Kingdom Hearts.
So, do you guys
That's the effect it ends up having.
do you guys plan on going in through the front gates of the village?
As long as they're not trying to kill us.
Okay. The alternative is remembering how you got to Trash Village the first time.
Before we leave the Oracle, I would like to say, by the way, we need to hang out sometime because you've got a killer movie collection.
Yes, praise me more. He'd say, eating some pizza.
Pizza.
Alright, well, if that's all you guys wanted from me, I'm about to throw in some of my more scantily movies.
So what movies?
Oh, you know the ones.
So it's like
Am I gonna cry?
Yes.
And Gristle's gonna like scuttle away. Oh god, you guys are staying? Okay. I think he's about to start watching porn.
Cade is out of there already. You just didn't notice because he's so sneaky.
Oh, so sneaky.
I didn't think this would be such a process. 1 second. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. Oh, also... There we go. I think that did... Oh, here we go. Just had to take care of someone in chat. Anyway! Yes, so... I assume you all book it out of there as he's about to throw on a Pacific Rim job.
That's disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourself.
Featuring Elvis Presley.
Wow.
Oh, of course it is. Elvis Presley, famous movie actor in this universe.
Thank you for your time, Oracle. I guess we'll leave you to your oracleizing.
You
and I will
do
bow
that.
then I will leave. I'll bow, turn around, flip my cape.
And as you all walk away...
Wait, Aster, can I
Yes.
use this opportunity to like text everyone since we're out of the city now? Like
sure.
Levy, Atlas, and Isaac.
Are you still walking away, though?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna text. I'm
Okay,
gonna walk with
okay.
them.
So as you guys walk away, he gives you one last thank you. Thank you very much.
Did Gristle get any material from
thank you
him?
very much. King is here, baby.
So Elise, what are you texting people? Are you just checking on them?
So I was singing "Do the Monkey" with me. What'd you say?
Oh, I was asking Elise what she was texting people.
Probably like how's you and where you are right now, because like if you guys are interested to know things, I may know things about the corruption and like possibly ways to deal with it at the moment, and that's gonna be that.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
So, unlike your call feature, your text feature doesn't allow text specs. However, what you will notice is that the one you sent specifically to Atlas does not end up getting read.
Okay, so only Isaac and Revi can see it.
Yes.
Is it possible if I call him then?
Atlas,
Yee.
do you try?
Well, why not?
He does not answer.
Hmm. Well, I probably will turn to Val and be like, I cannot call Atlas for some reason.
That is concerning.
Yep.
But he also could just have his phone off because Atlas does like time to himself, but I am unsure. A little worried about him though.
Well, I mean, at least I don't know if you're that worried. The last time you saw him, he tried to shoot you in the head with a flare gun.
I mean, I know, but it's still, knowing that I cannot contact a certain person is still alarming, even though he tried to kill the fuck out of me. And actually, everyone is like crazy.
And
so-
everyone, he stabbed Isaac in the stomach a few times. You know,
I
it's
mean,
fine.
knowing how crazy he is, it's just that it's more worrying. Like, did he kill himself already at this point?
Well,
He tried to kill me, and that's sad and all, but he's ghosting me?
how dare?
Okay, so did Cade actually encounter Atlas?
That's not something Cade would ever say, sorry. That's out of character.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyway, as you guys are leaving, Gristle, what did you say?
You think I remember?
Fair. But yes, you guys are heading out of Trash Village, so is the plan to take another week's voyage to go back out of the sewers, around the mountain, and to the front gates of the village?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Have I befriended the Numamon of the city? Have they all fallen in love with me?
The one at the gate likes you.
It's a start.
I'm gonna distribute the goo. I'm going to have a soup party.
Alright.
I'm going to have disclaimer: super delicious goo, but may result in unaliving. But it's gonna be in super small print and parentheses.
Alright, so Gristle is...
Remember when I took back you being the villain of someone else's story?
But you took that back. I thought that was permission to do things!
Damn, get me. Is anyone gonna stop Gristle from distributing goo to the village? I mean,
it looks like soup. It looks like a soup drive. And I have a little chef hat, and you don't not trust someone with a little chef hat, do you?
I mean, I distrust them if they asked that out loud.
So I take it no one, everyone's kind of too focused on what they're doing to stop Gristle's soup drive.
On this occasion, yes.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Soup time! Soup!
All right. After you distribute the soup, do you head out, Gristle, with the others?
I'm going to specifically have Schlurp leave some of their little transponders so I can talk to the survivors.
All right. Yeah,
If we knew what you'd done, we would call you a monster.
somewhere in your week's voyage back to the village, you get told that you committed mass genocide.
They're
Wait,
happy
Gristle
about
actually
it,
murdered the
right?
Numamons?
Half of them.
Only half of them. The other ones are strong as fuck now and smell great.
My god, you distributed the X antibody, didn't you?
I did.
She did it in her
Oh
timeline
my
as well.
god!
Well, your guys' trash village is also forever changed, but we'll get back to that some other time.
If Cade knew,
Worship me as
he'd
a
be upset that you're
god.
making him sound. You're going to make me a villain by association, and people already think I'm evil.
What?
So,
To be fair, the first time was an accident, and I'm very sad that everything's all different, and I'm trying to probably make it as close as possible.
Oh, so genocide is a coping mechanism, okay.
I want to put it on a t-shirt. I think I might draw Gristle with a t-shirt that says genocide is my safety blanket.
I'm fine with this idea.
Alright. So, as you guys approach the village, given how long everything's taken, I think that now is actually a good time to wrap up the session, especially because of how long the village might take. So we'll probably call it here for today.
Yes, thanks for tuning in to the mass genocide of half the Numamons.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Genocide is our safety blanket.
Genocide is our safety blanket! Woo!
Is this a good time to say that
forever.
Tsukazemon has the X antibody? Just a heads up.
All
He
the
sure
cool.
does.
I mean, I also have the X antibody with me, so
Well,
Also,
you sort
Lunamon
of
does,
have
so
it.
it's just kind of cool. Like Elise said, like, oh yeah.
Instead of the X antibody, you and Isaac got Bancho variants.
we did change
Really?
both.
I got Boncho? Nice.
We do.
No.
We all like
Valentine
Isaac.
Valentine has the X antibody. Elise and Isaac have Bancho variants.
Yep. I have the hat, right?
The hat and the cape.
Okay. Lunamon with a hat and a cape.
He's so
Um,
cute.
Lunamon in
That
a
is
cape?
adorable.
That's fucking adorable.
I mean,
That is literally the most adorable thing ever.
honestly, Bancho Lekismon, whenever I picture it in my head, is the coolest thing.
Right?
I mean, she's
Oh,
gonna
it
jump around
really
with a
is.
cape on, so.
I did want to say, Aster, since I'm giving you permission on my ultimate stuff, like, I was already making the one that's on there
Oh,
whenever,
wait.
before you'd offered that, so...
Wait, Valentine, before that... anyway, guys, thanks for coming, and